Hi everyone, today we're reading Luke chapter 10 verses 1 to 20. Now it's clear from today's passage that Jesus not only had his 12 disciples, his chosen 12 disciples, but he also had a group of followers that was growing. And in today's reading we see how he empowered and trained other people to help in his ministry here on earth. We're going to jump right in at verses 1 and 2 in chapter 10. The Lord now chose 72 other disciples and sent them ahead in pairs to all the towns and places he planned to visit. These were his instructions to them. The harvest is great, but the workers are few. So pray to the Lord who is in charge of the harvest. Ask him to send more workers into his fields. As I was reading and studying this passage, that image that Jesus uses really stuck out in my mind. The harvest is great, but the workers are few. Now, I have never been involved in a harvesting process at any point in my life. I can only imagine, though, the anticipation that leads up to that perfect moment where everything is ready to be gathered, everything is ready to be harvested. Once it becomes time, your only limitation is how many people you have. I know that now we have machinery, but at this time in the Bible, the only limitation you have is how many people you have to gather up everything. There is urgency once this time comes. Now, apply that same sense of urgency to a greater degree to what Jesus felt and faced as he looked out on all the people who needed to hear the message that he came to proclaim. The harvest is rich with people who need to hear his truth. So what does he do to make it so the harvest reaps greater numbers of people? He empowers his followers to go out 2 by 2 as a team to prepare the way for his coming later. Jesus gives them specific instructions on what to do once they arrive in these towns and what to bring on their journey. All of his instructions point back to the most necessary element of their journey, though. They are to trust in God to meet all of their needs and trust him for all the ways that he is going to move as well. It's going to be an act of God. It's not going to be an act of themselves. Now, this is what happened when the 72 followers returned in verses 17 to 20. When the 72 disciples returned, they joyfully reported to him, "Lord, even the demons obey us when we use your name." "Yes," he told them, "I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Look, I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy, and you can walk among snakes and scorpions and crush them. Nothing will injure you. But don't rejoice because evil spirits obey you. Rejoice because your names are registered in heaven." They saw miracles and they saw evidence of the power that the power of the evil one, the power of the devil, whatever you want to call him, was no match for the power of God. And then Jesus closes by reminding them that the greatest reason to rejoice is that they have chosen to follow him. Perhaps even an encouragement to them that there are so many people who need that reason to rejoice as well. And now, just as Jesus empowered those 72 disciples, his followers, to go out and prepare the way for Jesus, he has specifically called and equipped every one of us to spread his good news with the world, starting with those we come in contact with every single day. Remember, the harvest is so plentiful. There are so many people who are desperate for answers, desperate for hope, and desperate for purpose. And guess what? You have the answer to their questions. You have the arrow pointing to the reason for the hope that you have. So let's all commit to hands in team, and let's do this together, knowing that Jesus goes with us wherever we go. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.